Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, you Giallo-loving maniacs, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, well, I have a fabulous Italian horror flick lined up for us. It is Umberto Lenzi's 1975, just really stylish and beautifully shot thriller. It is Eyeball, and this one's grotesque and a lot of fun because it's got some crazy characters in it. But let's jump right in. Here is Eyeball. Eyeball is an in-your-face and profusely brutal Italian giallo thriller, showcasing a wild array of would-be killers and perverted perpetrators, amidst a madcap international murder mystery, which is as robust as its on-screen personalities. Directed by genre filmmaker Umberto Lenzi, and lensed in that sleazy style that has made him a household name among sinister cinema enthusiasts. The production lays out a wonderfully intriguing whodunit caper that hits all the giallo trademarks that you'd expect, but with an eye-popping twist. Rude, crude, and unquestionably callous, Eyeball is a savagely sickening Italian horror entry, which will boggle your mind and gouge out your eye, literally. The film follows a diverse group of American tourists on a tour bus in Rome, which begins to go horribly wrong after a psychotic maniac killer draped in a red cape and hood decides to thin their numbers out one by one. Snatching the eyes from its victims and relishing in the chase of the hunt, can this serial murderer be stopped, and can the most retired policeman Inspector Tudela figure out who the killer is before everyone falls victim on this horrible vacation from hell? As in any good giallo flick, the cast of Eyeball is a robust and unusual one, filled to the brim with red herrings and suspicious psychos to help mix up the plot and keep you second guessing on who exactly the killer might be underneath that hood of red. In unhinged fashion, the personalities on display are a bevy of exploitation riches, boasting a wild array of quirky characters and shady personas that tremendously aid to the overall bizarre nature of this out-of-control horror entry. With curious wonder and venomous intent, the heavy hitters of this crazy murder mystery rampage are John Richardson as Mark Burton, an unhappily married businessman and paranoid professional; Martine Brochard as Paulette Stone, Mark's highly irritating secretary and part-time side piece; Andre Majuto as Inspector Tudela, the senior lawman on the case and almost to retirement gumshoe; George Rigaud as Reverend Bronson, the frail and innocent-looking man of the cloth and constant do-gooder; Marta May as Alma Burton, the mentally disturbed wife of Mark Burton and prime suspect in this madcap massacre; Ines Pellegrini as Nabia Campbell, a petite and inquisitive fashion model and would-be sleuth; Ralph Baldassari as Martinez, the weirdo tour guide of the trip and constant practical joker; and finally Marta Miller as Lisa Sanders, a heartless and somewhat sadistic lesbian photographer just trying to survive. From top to bottom, the cast of Eyeball is an unusual one to say the least, but everyone gives it their all in bringing this murder mystery to life, and with splendidly bizarre results. Cast aside, the style and atmosphere of Eyeball is a very sleek one, relying heavily on its 70s era trappings and stunning Italian locations. Somewhat vivid but always easy on the eyes, the visual panache of this production might not rival a Dario Argento flick or even a Mario Bava masterpiece. But it still manages to craft a motion picture that has plenty of stark imagery and eye-popping visuals that are as beautiful as they are gore-tastic. There's a seedy and brutal nature to the picture, thanks to the fact that literally every one of the characters are on the chopping block, including young girls, giving the production a sinister underbelly that proves anything can happen and without remorse. It's a violence-infused wonderscape that just keeps getting more bizarre as the film moves along, and the chaos and unhinged murder is crafted rather wonderfully by Umberto Lenzi and crew. As far as 70s Giallo flicks go, this one is definitely an unsung hero of the genre, and one that has been unfortunately lost with the passing of time. It's got brutal deaths, a strange premise, and a bevy of shady characters to ponder over. And what more could you possibly want in an Italian horror murder mystery? In the end, Eyeball is a fabulously fun and completely gore-tastic Italian Giallo entry. One that takes names, kicks ass, and literally gouges eyeballs out with the greatest of ease. And there you have it, you cinema-loving weirdos. That is the really amazing, really fun, and wholly entertaining Italian horror flick. That is Umberto Lenzi's Eyeball. Just a really in-your-face kind of flick, and just a lot of cool characters, some cool gory moments, and just a really cool atmosphere. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe. And if you have time, leave a comment below because I love hearing from you guys. But until then, I'll see you all at the next movie review. Take care.